Good evening. Just a quick wrap-up of the Grand Rapids City Council meeting for February 23rd. We're almost done with February, another 5 days, and we'll move into the warm month of March. So, actually, a very short meeting this evening on the city side. Actually, there was more at the work session from the standpoint of what was discussed. We had Arts and Culture Commission in to talk about arts and culture as we move forward. They're putting together a 10-year arts and culture plan. There's going to be a meeting tomorrow night on Tuesday to go through some of that, and then Thursday there will be a meeting at 11:30 at the Rife to further go through some of that. But like our comp plan for the city of Grand Rapids, we have a 10-year comp plan out there that shows us from an economic development and a strategy of how the city should grow. We're also looking at doing the same thing in arts and culture. The two can work together for the betterment and the growth of the city in some positive directions, and thanks to all of those that have been out there working on that plan. I think we're in a great position to potentially even be successful in a grant application with the McKnight Foundation for a 3-year grant that would help us advance some of these projects that, even though it's arts and culture, it can be a real positive economic impact on Grand Rapids. Second thing I wanted to touch on was the Polar Plunge. We're encouraging people to get out and support Special Olympics coming up on March 15th. If you'd like to take an opportunity to support Special Olympic kids in the Grand Rapids area, contact the police department, sign up for the Polar Plunge, take that refreshing dip in Sugar Lake, and they would appreciate it. So once again, get a hold of the Grand Rapids PD if you're interested in doing the Polar Plunge. Consent agenda. There was 10 items on the consent agenda. Not a lot from this standpoint. We transferred some funds at the domestic animal control, and we moved some funds over from special revenue to central school, and that's as of December 31st. But it's always some year-end transferring of funds that we do in order to balance the books within the city. So it goes from general into some special funds. We had a report from Jerry Colton from our housing redevelopment. The public housing ones at 411 7th and 401 River Road are completely paid off, so that any monies that comes in, those are subsidized housing. So whatever your rent is, 30%, or whatever your income is, 30% of your income is the max that they charge for rent at those facilities, and they stay fairly well booked up. So all that money that comes in then goes towards maintaining and keeping them buildings in great shape, and the HRA does a great job of maintaining our facilities so that the housing opportunities in the Grand Rapids area under HRA are quality places where people can be happy to live, that meet a social and a need from a housing standpoint in Grand Rapids. So once again, great report. And they do contribute to the property taxes. I think Jerry said that they paid almost $89,000 in property taxes in 2014. We filled some boards and commissions this evening. It's always an important part. No community can get along if they don't have people that are out there advising us in different areas. So we had openings on 6 boards or commissions, and on the economic development, Mike Petarsky was reappointed to serve on the EDA. Larry O'Brien was a new applicant appointed to the Pekagama Golf Board. Becky LaPlante and Mary Jo Wimmer were appointed to the Human Rights Commission. Tina Glorvigan, Steve Oleheiser, and Justin Lampa were appointed to the Park and Rec Civic Center Board. Glenn Hodgson was appointed to a 4-year term on the PUC Commission, and Benjamin Braff was appointed on the vacancy to the Arts and Culture Commission. With that, we paid the bills, and we will see everyone in 2 weeks as we move forward. Stay warm. We're going to have a couple of days yet of some cool evenings, but it will get better. The days are getting longer. I could actually feel some heat in 14 below at about 11:30 when it was still sunny out. The heat was, you could actually feel some heat from the sun. So the heating degree days are getting better, and by the end of March, I'm thinking that we're going to be out there having some folks raking yards by the end of March. So have a good 2 weeks, and we'll talk to you again. Thanks.